Dwayne Wallace. Second fastest was the 00 machine of Jeremy Borland. Third, the 96 machine of Weston Hughes. And the 71 of Bori Molina, green flag.
Jason Young in the 04, the 76 of Renee Wallace and Phoenix Calderon. Rounding out the field in the number 5, plus some late entries. First Barber Pole. Here we go.
Oh, hold on. Yep, that's a barber pole.
There you go.
It's what you would call a clean shave.
That is, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see who's going to lead lap number 1. The 71 looks to might have it, and he does.
You see the change for third right here because the 76, oh boy, the 76 machine decided to thread the needle through the oncoming traffic and gain that spot, and you can see how much time was gained just because of that. Now watch, not gonna care, hits the 00 in the driver's side.
That means you just got passed by a girl. Here she goes.
Oh man, that 76 don't care. Do not pull in front of that car.
Renee Wallace, that chick not scared of a little contact. And remember this, Jeffrey?
Oh, Tommy, remember this issue?
I do remember this issue. Can't get it into gear at times.
And more contact, 00 and 5 taking each other out.
So Bori Molina and that Celica still having shifter problems.
Tommy, if there's a division you and I have the most credibility to talk about, it's the one we're watching right now because you and I both have cars. Ooh! And that's the kind of hit you don't want.
No, you don't want it in the wheels. And look at that tire rough now from the patriotic American flag car.
3 wide. Oh, yeah.
And I think a little retaliation over in the corner.
We'll take it. 96 is going to thread, hits the 00. Look, Tommy, we're going to lose a left rear tire. That wheel's going to break off at some point.
It looks like I spun you out.
Yeah, that's how it looks to me, too. For anyone that doesn't know, Tommy and I, as we do compete in these events, you're usually in a 96, I'm usually in a 00.
Yeah, absolutely. 16 laps to go. So
there's more contact, Tommy. 96 just blowing through the number 5 machine. Look at this. Your lead, or actually that's a battle for position going into the infield.
And some contact. And you see Molina just not caring. He's going to rip through that infield. Look out. That is a battle for 4th.
Oh boy.
I wonder what the judgment is there if you go through the infield.
Tommy, we have ourselves a battle for the lead starting to brew up between the 67 and the 76. We already seen that 76 does not care. Do not get in front of Renee. Renee will drive through you, as the 00 almost found out, has already found out tonight. We're going to have ourselves a race for the win here.
Well, that 96 is getting me nervous.
Oh! Yeah, like that?
Like that. So the 96, a little history on him. Weston Hughes drives the Night of Destruction events out of Paris Auto Speedway, Jeffrey. Usually piloting the number 69 car, but rotating the numbers just a bit. Getting behind the wheel of Watley's number 96 ride. He's a little bug out here.
The best way to describe that car. All right, lap traffic for your leaders. They got to work through this one good. The 67 of Wallace. Wallace is almost going to get collected by the 5, and here comes Renee.
Here is a battle for the lead into turn number 1.
Do you notice that they both have last name Wallace?
I sure do, and different numbers, but here we go. Renee, not afraid, and into the lead. Renee Wallace.
And the Dukes of Hazzard sliding in there.
67 of Dwayne Wallace. He's reading the back bumper saying,
oh, he just slammed the 96. I didn't know that car could do so much damage, but 96 slams back.
Oh, boy, rivalry on the front straightaway. We're not done yet. Here we go. Here we go. Turn one.
I didn't know that little car could be so tough.
And more contact.
Don't mess with the bug.
No way. This is all helping Renee right now. Out into the lead. That car, Jeffrey, looking a lot more beat up than how it started in this race.
That's how a Barber Pole car should look. If we're going to be real.
That was I give her credit. That was a pretty car.
It was.
Now she's growing a tail and did a little Cosmo on the front nose.
Those are some classic furry symptoms.
Trouble for the number 04 machine.
Trouble everywhere.
Jason Young, sounds like maybe a clogged up fuel line or maybe a fuel pickup issue.
That thing sounds like the first combustion engine that was ever created.
Maybe it's a Model T. I think if we were going to hand out a pretty car award of the night for the theme, it has to be the number 5 of Phoenix Calderon.
That is a pretty car.
That is a pretty car and champion of the e-brake slide in that Barber Pole area.
You and I have done these type of races before, Tommy.
Yeah.
And I know that the one thing that we've talked about, 00, is how mentally tiring this event can be.
Well, it's physically tiring too. Every lap you gotta hold on to you gotta hold on to yourself, hold yourself up, but try to get it through that Barber Pole fast. You can try to get around it as fast as you can. Plus, you've got to watch what's coming at you every time around.
A lot going on behind the wheel of these machines.
Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. I mean, these cars fully locked to the left.
And you can't piss off the 96 because this is what's going to happen. Look at this 96 car. Out for vengeance.
The little bug.
Out for blood. I think sparking up its front bumper.
Oh, yeah, it's losing the front bumper, Jeffrey.
Ooh, your leader almost got nailed by the 5 machine.
And you can see Renee, she had to get through that Barber Pole get to the Barber Pole as fast as she could.
Watch it this time by. The 5's going to go in. They're going to be a little bit closer this time. In fact, no, the 76 gained a lot of time right there. Not going to have to worry about it here. 6 laps to go. 5 laps to go in this main event. The 76 machine of Renee Wallace. Holding it over Dwayne Wallace in the 67 machine, your top 2. Third place is the 71 machine of Molina. That 00 all over that car. 00 is 4th. I don't have confirmation if they're on the same lap, however. But we are closing in on the end of this one. This would also be the conclusion of the night of racing here. But we still have fireworks coming up after. Oh, huge hit for your leader. The 76 gets railed by the number 5 machine. And what Tommy called potentially the prettiest car is now the most beat up car. Look at the damage on the 76's right rear. Now these rear wheels can take a beating in these races on these cars. Typically you don't see them have any issues continuing on, even in demolition derbies and whatnot. They're able to take a big beating back there, but that was essentially a huge hit by the number 5. And even the 5 cars continuing on with close to no problems. But will that allow Dwayne Wallace to close back in and take it from Renee? Dwayne is coming. That 67's closing in. 2 laps to go. That 5 car don't care. 96 and 00 getting into each other. 00 paying back the 96. Look at that. They're all over each other right here on the front straightaway in front of your leaders. Rivalry. For the lead, the 67 has caught up to the 76. Who's going to win this one? One lap to go. They're going to have to deal with some lap traffic the next time. Look at Dwayne throw it in. He moves the barber pole. That might be all that Renee needed. The 76 being held up by the 00. Dwayne has his foot in the gas. They're racing to the checkered flag. Here comes the 67. Side by side nearly in checkered flag for Renee Wallace. What a race between the Wallaces. That was fun. 00 couldn't make it anywhere past there on the front straightaway. The 43 crosses the line. Some of these cars I'm surprised finished, like this 96. You don't mess with this 96. It may be the smallest car, but why don't we show some support for this 96 machine crossing the line? Yeah. And the number 5. Patriotism at its finest. There, ladies and gentlemen. I think that 00 may have expired a radiator. Smoke coming from under the hood. But here's your winner. That car didn't start out looking like this. But Tommy, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm sure you're smelling all sorts of car fluids right now.
Jeffrey, it smells like a junkyard is on fire down here. I mean, just look at this winning car. Definitely used up, tore up from the floor up. Got herself a tail, a nice sticker on the back that says, "You just got passed by a girl." Here she is, Renee Wallace climbing up on her car. She's not even sweating. She probably had the air conditioning on the whole time. Miss Mary coming to hand over the water bottle. Renee, last time I was here, I got to interview the winner, some guy named Dwayne Wallace. Now I get to interview Renee Wallace. Congratulations out there. It was a battlefield.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much. I'm just excited. Ladies, you can do it too. I just want to say that. And thank you for cheering me on, man. I'm like the only chick out here, so woo!
Power in the house. And yeah, like you just said, anybody can really do this. The chicks can do this too. I mean, these things are what? Just cars right off the street, off the driveway, strip them out, put some safety in it, and go racing for about $1,000.
Yep, absolutely. This is a Honda Accord right here, and just stripped it to roll it and go out and fun.
So you all too in the stands, you can join us down here on a Saturday night Barber Pole Race. I know you got people to thank. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, I'd like to thank CarStar West Coast Collision, my sponsor, and my husband Dwayne for helping me out. And most of all, I'd like to thank the guy that helped me put on my window net, because he's made me say that, and Pinnacle Peaks and Little Green Onion for putting this show on tonight in this heat. Thank you so much.
Thank you for competing out here in this heat. Renee Wallace, your winner here tonight in the Barber Pole Race.